During the year of 2007, I was introduced into a new sport that was unknown to most people. It was one of the world's fastest growing sports and is now being played in over 100 countries around the world with over 150 million players. This sport is paintball. It was first started in the late 70s when players would take paint-filled pellets and fire them through compressed air markers. The sport has now grown into different leagues with different playing styles. For the past few years, I've been playing semi-pro paintball with a team based out of Elmira called Elmira Nemesis. We play in a Canadian league that is based around the format of X-Ball. X-Ball is created when two teams compete to win as many points as possible within the 40-minute time limit. A point can last from anywhere from 10 seconds to 5 minutes. A point is won when either team shoots the 5 opposing players and/or the center flag is hung on the opposing dead box. X-Ball is known for its style of play with the ramping capabilities of each marker. The marker a player uses fires at 300 feet per second, or around 204 miles per hour. Each gun is capped at a rate of fire of 15 balls a second. With all these rules and skills needed to play, a lot of dedication both financially and physically was needed. Every other weekend for the past 2 years, my team and I have been traveling from Ottawa to Wasaga Beach to practice early in the morning. On the weekends, we meet with our franchise owners and coaches to look over the coming month's event and the future practices. Each practice is divided between running drills to perfect our gunfighting skills or learning new positions on the field. We would also scrimmage against other teams to see how we could play. For a regular practice, we would review breakouts, do painstaking workouts, and learn the upcoming event's layout. For every practice, on average, we would shoot around 40 cases of paint between the 13 players. That would usually last us 1 to 2 days. From all of the weekends of indoor practice during the winter, over 39 teams gather for an event to prove which team will come out on top with all their experience and new skills that they have learned and developed. Within 1 week of an event, a schedule is released that announces your matches for the first event. It turned out that we had one match, and it was against last year's second-placed finalists, Waterloo Wildcards. Waterloo had a reputation for their off-field talk and their aggressive style of play on the field. The morning of the event, we left the house at 6 a.m. to travel 1 hour on the road to the field. When arriving at the field, we could see the clouds from the night before rolling out over the horizon, but in front of us a new storm was coming in. The first half of the match against Waterloo was a cold and soaking wet, but a very quick-paced 20 minutes, with us gaining the lead with an aggressive snake side and as many guns shooting off the break. At the first point of the second half, we were in the lead by 6-3. But we had just received a penalty for one of our players continuing to play after being eliminated. This now left us with 4 bodies off the break opposed to 5. With these complications, Waterloo was closing into us with a score of 9-8. The last minute was left with our 4 bodies against their 5, and only 1 point needed to decide the winner of the match. On the buzzer, we shot out 1 player off the break, which gave us an even advantage, but with time running down, Waterloo was shooting a lot of paint and quickly moving up the field. We suddenly dropped 2 bodies from our center positions that had left only our 2 corner players in, and with my luck, one of them was me. With only 10 seconds left, it was a 4-on-2 with Waterloo desperately trying to eliminate one of the remaining 2 of us to leave one of the sides of the field open. They attempted a last stab at the win with a run-through in the center of the field, but with the skill we have learned through all the practices, my other corner player shot him out with 2 seconds left. That move gave us the win, allowing us to hold the first place spot in the Central Semi-Pro Division. With the rain coming down hard at this point, we cleaned up our mud-covered and waterlogged gear and left the field, but with only to think about next week when we could repeat everything that just happened with another practice week after week, in order to be ready for the next Central event.